All right, we got this Trane XR13. That 60 means it's 5 tons. Manufacture date of June 2010. And we are 410A. 10 degrees of subcooling we're looking for. And watch what we get once we hook up our refrigeration manifold to the system. I was here last week and customers complained the system was freezing up. And we added some refrigerant to the system, and we had a crazy high pressure side pressure. And that's typically a restriction in the system, typically. And what?
You can hear it.
You can hear that compressor. Not sounding too healthy. So watch these numbers. Here we go. 396, 400, 401, 402, 403. So I don't know if we're going to be able to pump down, but we're going to try to pump this refrigerant all into the condensing unit. I don't know. What I did do, though, was I was banging on the TXV last week when I was here, and the pressures did go down a little bit. So we may have to manually open up that TXV to let it to pump down, but 415 PSI, that's just dangerous. And guess what? There is no filter dryer on the system. All right, we can't pump down. High pressure lockout on the compressor. Field piece vacuum. Field piece vacuum. Field piece recoverant. Oh my God. All right, we are going to recover the refrigerant that's in the system. We tried pumping down, but our high pressure bypass on the compressor is taking over and we can't do anything. So we're going to recover. I have a brand new recovery tank from the folks over at A-Gas. Check them out. If you need rapid exchange, give them a call, 1-800-372-1301. There's no need for you to pay Johnstone or your HVAC distributor to take your full tanks. There's absolutely zero excuse for that. Do not give them your money. A-Gas will buy your refrigerant, and they're not a sponsor. So right now, we're just recovering off vacuum alone the refrigerant that's in this system. And we are at 121 PSI and dropping. Daniel just turned on the Veto refrigerant recovery machine. We have our Schrader cores pulled on the high side. We're going to pump down, and then we're going to replace that TXV. That's no bueno. I wish there were all this easier. Literally. Our connection there, all with unions. Thank you, Trane. Even though your coils suck. No. Oh. So you guys just missed it. I'm going to put away the stuff that we use to recover the refrigerant. You know, I have my vacuum pump on the side of my truck, and the guy's irrigation system comes on, the sprinkler system. So I had went inside. I said, "Hey, sprinklers are on. Please turn them off." He goes, "Yes." But Daniel asked, "Do you know how to turn off someone's sprinklers if they come on?" And well, you just got to use your noggin. You know, if you close this valve right here, they're not going to get any water to their sprinkler system. See this nice shark bite, 3/4 inch ball valve? That's going to this very ingenious irrigation system here. 4 zones, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are automatic solenoid valves or automatic valves that control flow of water. Oh, by the way, Daniel, guess what I'm getting at my house? Speaking of irrigation systems, I'm getting something for my irrigation system at my house. Believe it or not, I actually got a letter from Liberty telling me to put in a backflow prevention device on my sprinkler system. Right? But I already have one. I have a pressure vacuum breaker that was installed when my irrigation company put my sprinkler system in, I don't know, 10 years ago. But guess what I'm getting?
Regarding your sprinkler system.
Yes, it's for my sprinkler system.
Zero clue.
I'm getting a well pump.
Oh no, you're gonna stain everything.
No, I'm not. So there's actually chemical that you could introduce into the water so it doesn't stain your stuff. You know what I mean? Okay, so Daniel right now is struggling a little bit. Just a little bit. He's struggling. You want me to, like, maybe turn it this way?
I wanted it to be level.
See?
Yeah, but now all the oil's over here.
So how about we, there you go. How about we do that? See? No? No good?
No, it's fine.
Oh. I'm trying to make longer content for people because several people have commented recently. Mikey Pipes, years ago you used to have, 30, 40 an hour long videos, and now you only have 10-minute videos.
I agree.
You agree?
Your longer videos were better.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You went from actually showing how to do things to more just like saying how to do it and not showing how to do it.
Oh, okay. So, let's show the people then. We removed the two Schrader core valves on our high side and our low side. If you stick around, I am going to reinstall them when we're done vacuuming the system down. Okay? This is closed. That is closed. You can see that this one is one that you use an Allen key for or a service wrench to close and then reopen. See how it's all seated fully down? And that's closed like a ball valve. We have the vacuum pump. We have the light on our extension cord. There that is. We have our micron gauge there, and we got power. A la peanut butter sandwiches. So it is, wow, 12 o'clock on the dot, ladies and gentlemen. And let's see how long it's going to be before we actually start getting some readings on our micron gauge. There we go. 15,000, 10,000, 9,000, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15,000, 14,000, 13,000. Okay, it's going to take a little bit, a hot minute. By the way, guys, if you have a few extra shekel, a few extra cents to spare, use your phone right now and scan in that QR code and donate to the Mikey Pipes Philanthropy nonprofit charitable organization, where we provide free or low-cost plumbing, heating, and cooling services to those in the community who can't afford to hire a professional. I got a request just last week from a company, from an HVAC technician in Utah. He went to as an old client with an old system, and he needs a new system. It's a little bit of a schlep. If it was a little bit closer, I'm inclined to go, but I may decide to fund the deal. That way we could restore a elderly woman's home, give her some normalcy with a brand new HVAC system. So if you guys are so inclined, take a minute to scan in that QR code right there. There you go. Scan that in. Okay, if you notice what Daniel just did, which decreased the noise on our vacuum pump, we had initially when we turned on the vacuum pump, we had this little lever there. That's for the gas ballast. So the gas ballast was open, right? And that's allowing us to vacuum without having to pull through the vacuum pump oil, and it increases the life expectancy of that, right? So once we get to around 1,000 or 1,500 microns, right now you're gonna see we're 350. See? 344, 342, 330-ish. So once we get to around 1,000 or 1,500, you're gonna close that ballast, and now you're gonna pull the vacuum through the oil and then out of the machine. And by the way, this field piece vacuum pump is A2L compatible. Thank God. Imagine if it wasn't. Oh my God. It would really stink. So we were able to recover 1.1 pounds before we actually recovered anything. We had turned the system on. We were trying to pump down everything into the condensing coil. Obviously, looks like we got a lot. And then we closed both valves, and we recovered just 1.1 pounds from the line set and the evaporator coil. Not too shabby. So we will, once we're done vacuuming down, we will open up those valves and we'll see what the pressures are like with subcooling with our brand new TXV. Hopefully this will get in there. So we 316, 317, 318. Not too shabby with our valves closed. Think that would pass the decay test?
Probably. It's fine.
Your iPad is right there. So let's go to the Blue Vac Plus Pro micron gauge app, and let's see what we have. Right now we're at 340 microns.
Oh, I'm not connected. I haven't connected to yours.
Oh, all right, so I'll connect to it. To my what? Oh, because of my thing. That one, top one.
Sure.
Yeah, you have to hit the connect button on the...
The connect button's going on that.
Oh.
No, it's the bottom one.
Oh, there you go. All right, so let's see what we got. Start the K test. Now, there are some YouTubers out there that say, oh, I could have a passing decay test with a known leaking coil. I was like, yes, that's possible. You are correct. But how rare is that? Right? Do your due diligence, do the right and thorough job. Go down with as low micron as you possibly can. Be effective and efficient with your time and perform a professional job, and you'll be rewarded. Well, we just got a 5-star review from Matty. That's the guy who owns the bagel place. He just gave you a 5-star review on our Google website. Google, nice. Yeah, good job, Daniel. Give yourself a pat in the back. No? Okay. Still hasn't passed with a decay test yet. We're at 325 microns, 327, 328.
I love seeing Google reviews and seeing my name in them.
Do you? I don't know if he actually wrote your name down. Should we check?
You better have.
Check. Hope you better have. We'll
I'll take his £5 back.
And we'll still charge him for it. Well, I think our rise is too great. 345, 346, 347, 48, 49, 51. Oh, I don't know, Daniel.
I think it'll pass.
You think it'll pass? Yes! The decay has passed. And what that means is basically using a mathematical formula in the program, the rise, right, basically means that we have a good vacuum.
Nope, didn't mention my name.
You did not mention your name? Oh, man.
And I think that Morganstone from me.
Yeah, that's for you. Excellent, prompt, professional, and courteous. Highly recommend to all. Well, thank you, Matty. Really appreciate that.
Are any other new ones? Daniel.
Oh, Mike G. Mike G came out and diagnosed a problem with my... Oh, take that back. Sorry. We won't talk about that. All right, so we have our valves closed again, and we are at 100... Sorry, valves closed... open again, yes. The valves are open now, so we're just pumping down some more, 190. Why not? You know what? Might as well go as low as we can and really do an exceptional job. For our recovery, for our vacuum process, we're using the ACO tools. This is the True Blue Evacuation Kit. This is the Pro Kit. You can get this at True Tech Tools. You can buy it with or without the micron gauge. If you buy it with the micron gauge, I think this particular kit is roughly $1,000. You can also buy it with a vacuum pump. True Tech Tools has a lot of great packages that they know what we need. You know what I mean? The kit comes with straighter core removal tools. But the one thing I don't like about the ones from ACO Tools is that the base is not magnetic. It is not magnetic. If you look at the NAVACs or the Appions, they are magnetic and they stick to that. Why didn't you do that? You know? Why? Why must they make us work harder? Put a little magnet on there. For what you're charging? Come on, guys. But by the way, if you're going to buy anything from True Tech Tools, you're going to use this promo code for 7% off. And it's called Know-It-All. Knowitall. Mr. Know-It-All is an HVAC guy with a YouTube channel, but he happens to be a true friend for True Tech Tools. You get 7% off if you use his promo code. I don't have one. I don't want one. It's all good. I'll keep using his. Let him get the credit for it. It's all good. But if you're going to buy anything from True Tech Tools, get 7% off with Know-It-All as a promo code at checkout. All right, so we're at 120. We opened up the valve. Close the valve. Sorry. No, we opened the valves.
I closed the valve.
Close them. Duh. We're good with our vacuum process. We're opening up the service valve on the high side. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to show you how we reinstalled the Schrader quartz, because I need to show you guys that I still do stuff, even though I replaced a 40-gallon water heater today all by myself. You know that, Daniel? All by myself. I know. I still got it in me.
Peter just had to go help Mike G with the water heater.
Oh, what do you mean?
Mike G said he couldn't lift it.
He couldn't lift it? Yeah. Oh my God. Here I am. Replaced the water heater all by myself this morning in about an hour and like 20 minutes. In a basement. Not even one of the Florida ones where they're in the garage. No. Legitimately in a basement in a 98-year-old home. By the way, the guy was older than the house, the homeowner.
I bet Mike's pump broke, so he couldn't take the water out. So he just shimmied it out of the way, put the new one in, and now they're going to be lifting out.
I don't think so. No. Homie, don't play that. Okay. We're going to get rid of our vacuum pump. One-handedly. See how I feed you guys? One-handedly. Okay, there's that one right there. Okay, now the other one. Make sure we don't get any dirt in our hose. We don't want any dirt in our hose. We don't want no dirt in the hose. Okay. And guys, in case you're ever wondering when you're vacuuming down and it's just not going anywhere, make sure all your caps are on. You know what I mean? If you don't got all those caps on. By the way, I just recently learned that there was that right there. Like about a couple weeks ago.
There's what?
That there's a little hook there for the wire.
Oh.
Literally, I just learned that. Like, I think you showed it to me like 2 weeks ago.
I think it was like... It was recently, I don't know if you were like, not yelled at, but like scolded me or Mike G for not putting stickers in.
Really?
I don't know who it was.
Yeah, but take a guess what this system is missing, ladies and gentlemen. If you guess filter dryer, you're correct. But that's not the answer, all right? Especially since this is technically the third time we're at the customer's home. It's missing branding. We failed to put on a sticker on the first trip, which was Daniel's fault. The second trip, which is my fault. And the third trip, well, we're still here now, so we're going to get a chance to correct that later on in the video. Right?
You think we'll do it?
Oh, you did it already.
I only did one.
Okay. All right, let's see. We have the second Schrader core tool. Okay. So this actually requires two hands to put these back in. And the reason for that is as you're...
No, you can do it with one.
Yeah? Hard to do with one. You got to push in. Yeah, it helps open the valve. And then twist. So you can use your finger, like Daniel's doing right now. Sorry, it's a little off camera there. There you go. He's got it. And then you'll pull it. It'll pop back out at you, generally, like that. And then you'll undo that. Make sure it is not continuously hissing, and then you're good to go. And if it is, you start over and do it again.
It's one-handed.
One-handed. So you're so effing talented. Check them out. DC HVAC on YouTube. DC HVAC. If you post more frequently, think about the larger audience that you will serve, right? And the more money you will earn. Just saying. I saw. Yeah, it was a big boiler. Check them out. DC HVAC. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So it's that time now. We are going to hook up our refrigeration manifold high and low side. We're gonna see what kind of pressures we work with and what kind of subcooling we're working with as well. I would like to see those pressures equalize, but let's see what happens.
Not equal right now?
No, 198 and 235.
Uh-oh.
All right. So we're gonna turn the power back on and hope for the best. Hopefully this works out. If not, we just killed 2 man hours and $150 part and lost service revenue. Not on?
Nope.
What the fuck? Fudge. Let's go check thermostat. That's odd that they're not equal. Very, very odd. Disappointing. Well, let's see. When we turn on our thermostat. Thermostat is on? Oh. Maybe get a nice swift kick in the ass. Hold on, let's put an ear up to the thing and see if we hear anything. A la peanut butter sandwiches. Disconnect.
So many sparks.
Disconnect is very, very sketchy. For sure. All right. 299, 300, 124 on the low side. 303, 305, 306. What do you think's going to happen here, Daniel? 310, 311, 312, 313, 314. What do you think, Daniel? Yeah. We have, yeah, look at that. Oh my God, I correctly diagnosed a restriction in the system with a TXV. I should give myself a raise. Oh no, here we go. Maybe overcharged. $328, $329, $330, $331. Could be overcharged, but we're gonna see. We're gonna let that stabilize. It's only been like literally 60 seconds. Let this sit for a hot minute. Wow, look at that.
Breaking off.
You want to see something real sketchy? Look at this guy's electric mask coming out from his meter pan. Damn. You know what? There's a reason why I'm not a Sparky. You know what the reason is? I didn't want to get electrocuted.
I got electrocuted at the neighborhood I sat.
If you got electrocuted, you'd be dead.
No, I got electrocuted.
You got shocked. You didn't get electrocuted. Electrocuted means you got fatally dead. That's the definition of electrocution. You got shocked. How did you get shocked at his house?
His disconnects are reversed.
Oh, you felt it, huh? At the contactor? Or at the capacitor?
Capacitor.
Nice. Was it an Amrad?
No.
Oh, man. I got jolted good with a brand new Amrad capacitor that I put in a few weeks ago. I didn't discharge it, granted, but I turned the power off, and about a minute later, I went to go take off the leads off of it, and by hand, and I felt it. I wish it was on camera. The guys would have, they've been cheering, all the haters out there. They're haters.
It got me really lightly once, and I was like, oh, that's weird. I discharged the capacitor. And then I grabbed the wire, my elbow hit the cabinet. And
Nice. You know, you got to do what Ted Cook does. You know who Ted Cook is?
no, but this was because it had 240 volts to it.
Oh, it's the power still on. Yeah. So Ted Cook is another YouTuber. He has a YouTube channel for his HVAC business out of Greensboro, South Carolina. I think it's Greensboro or somewhere South Carolina, like the mountains, you know, up north. And his YouTube channel is anti-DIY HVAC guy. And good content, you know. But he likes to use his fingers to discharge capacitors, which I think you're effing nuts, but it's okay. Focus on what works for you. What do you think, Daniel? May have to take a little bit out, yeah. All right, so we ended up actually recovering a little bit of refrigerant from a slightly overcharged system. Now, keeping it real, full disclosure, last week I was here because the system was freezing up. When I checked my refrigerant pressures, you know, we were kind of where it is there now. We were at 109, I think it was a little over 100, and we were low 300s. And I had low subcooling, and my evaporator temperature was slowly getting to 32 degrees. And when it gets to 32 degrees, the humidity that's being extracted from the air by means of the refrigeration cycle is going to freeze on that below freezing coil, and then you have ice forming, and then you have, icebergs and shit like that. So I added 2 pounds of refrigerant, and then I had very high side pressure, almost 500 PSI, and I'm like, all right, we got a restriction in here. Let's stop. We're not going to do anything else. We're going to order a TXV, and now here we are, taking out about a pound, a little over a pound and a half. What did we start at, 1.1? So 1.5 pounds looks like. Okay. And last year when we were here, we added about 4 pounds of refrigerant, added the Easy Seal, the Super Seal, to seal up any refrigerant leaks. And it's quite possible that it only leaked out, maybe about 1/2 pound, maybe 3/4 pound from last year while that sealant was working. But now that good stuff is in that tank here. And, well, eventually when this gets full, it'll be sent to A-Gas, 800-372-1301. They come quick, but you got to do like 4 at a time. You can't just have to come to your shop for 1. They're not going to do that. I have to send them like 4 or whatever, but we're good. 15 PSI, 15 degrees subcooling. We'll keep letting this sit for a hot minute.